We apparently had a riot in Keene State College in New Hampshire over pumpkins. Let's begin to talk about the difference between this and what we see in African American communities. So the first sentence in the article talked about how the students quickly cleaned up, and then the fifth paragraph re-emphasizes, but don't worry, even though there was tremendous violence and a lot of arrests, the students really cleaned up. Oh, they were great. Now the reality is, in Ferguson, we told you a story about a reporter who went and talked to the store owners, the ones that got looted. And what they said was, people from the Ferguson community were there not the next day, they were there that night cleaning up. When they came to their stores at 5 in the morning, community members were already cleaning up their stores.
Windows that were broken out, damage all over the place. You are seeing some signs of hope, though, in Ferguson this morning. People are down here cleaning up. They have brooms, they have bags, cleaning up the glass and debris.
This aide, Loudon, is under fire for a Facebook post she made about how the first daughters, Sasha and Malia Obama, carried themselves in Thanksgiving photo.
Tremendous backlash against Sanford, Florida police and its response to the killing of Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin, armed only with a bag of Skittles and an iced tea, died on the scene after being shot by Zimmerman, but police did not charge Zimmerman.
And said, okay, we're not gonna go after President Obama. We don't need him. You know, we don't need to go after Kevin Hart. We don't need to go after Oprah. We don't need to go after Oprah. You know, we don't even need to go after Aisha Tyler, Cheryl Underwood. You know who we need to bring down? Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby's lawyer keeps saying the stories are old and discredited, and we know what stories you're referring to, except nobody remembers the part where they were discredited.
A local, state, perhaps federal law enforcement authorities are at the home of Jared Fogle in Zionsville. Fogle is the longtime spokesman for Subway.
Student body president Bobby Graham said he was disgusted by the destruction he saw and said he believes most of the perpetrators were not Keene State students. Now, that's reported as, yep, okay, that makes sense. They're not mainly Keene State students. Now, when it was reported that most of the people that were causing trouble at the Ferguson protesters were not from the community, it was always with a note of skepticism. Like, organizers of the protests say that a lot of people are not from the Ferguson community. Not, okay, the guy says it and it's obviously the case, right? You can say I'm nitpicking here, but the tone is important because it paints a picture for people.
How are these text messages relevant if, as Ben Crump says, what matters is what happened the night Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman had their altercation?
Well, of course, today is not a determination of relevancy. The first level is whether or not it's discoverable, and it certainly is discoverable. We found this information on Trayvon Martin's phone. Actually, the state had the same information we found out. So the question of relevance is something that's determined at trial. Right now, it is discoverable, and if we ever intend to use it at trial, we may or may not, we have to disclose it to the state, and that's what was done today.